My name is Abhishek. I am a second year student of the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. Enrolled in its Bachelor's of Technology course. I am a border of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Hall of Residence. I am from Ranchi. I am contesting for the post of General Secretary, Students Welfare, Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, for the academic session 2022-2023.
Hello Abhishek. I noticed that you have not mentioned your surname in your introduction. Are you not proud of your lineage or do you have something to hide? Do you really think that you are eligible for this post?
Sir, I didn't mention my name, my title in my name because in all the official document as well as in my ERP, my name is Abhishek and it's the full name.
Abhishek, you have mentioned IIT Kharagpur in your intro. However, you are giving your intro in front of students of IIT Kharagpur. Don't you think this is redundant in your intro?
Sir, I mentioned that I'm contesting for the post of General Secretary, Students Welfare, Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, for the academic session 2022 and 2023, which itself defines that I'm a student of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur.
I am also saying that why have you mentioned this is a redundant information?
Abhishek, I noticed that you have put a caption from Bhagavad Gita in your profile picture on
Are
Facebook.
you trying to ignore
Do
my
you even
question?
know what that
First
slogan
answer my
is? Or
question.
did you just copy
First
paste some
answer my
random
question.
lines?
Sir, please
Are you
ask
trying to
question
ignore my
one to
question?
one.
Copy pasting
I'm
to
unable
remember.
to understand.
I am saying, why have you mentioned IIT Kharagpur in your intro? Don't you
Abhishek.
think this is a redundant word that you have used in your intro?
Abhishek, I note that you have put a caption in your profile picture. Have you just copy pasted it or do you know what it even means? Do you even plan to copy paste throughout your
Abhishek,
tenure?
please answer my question first. Please answer my question first.
So, in my introduction, I mentioned that I'm contesting for the post of General Secretary, Students Welfare, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, for the academic session 2022 and 2023.
Now answer my
Abhishek,
question. You have
Abhishek,
copy pasted.
Abhishek,
You
my
have
next
copy pasted
Abhishek,
a
I can
quote
feel that
in
you
your
take immense pride in
profile
mentioning
picture
that
on
you are a border
Facebook.
of-
What is this? Do you plan to copy paste throughout your fucking tenure?
No, sir. I did not copy paste the quote as it inspired me. That's why I mentioned in my post, which is Satvana Rupas Sarvasya Shaddas Bharati Bharata Shaddhamayoyam Purushayo Shattadda Sa Evasa,
Abhishek,
which means, sir, let me complete my answer. Which means a man is made by his belief. As he believes, so he becomes.
Abhishek, why have you mentioned your hometown and what are the few things which you can tell us about your hometown?
Ma'am, I mentioned my hometown in my introduction because I was living there for 19 years. And in the culture which I have brought in has come me into my personality in which I am standing here.
Abhishek,
Few things about my... Sir, let me complete my answer.
Yeah, sure.
Few things about my hometown. Ranchi is... It is the capital of state Jharkhand. It is also famous for land of waterfalls. And it has many historic temples, namely Devdi Mandir and Jagannathpur Mandir.
Abhishek,
Everyone,
you
we also
mentioned
need to respect the time.
one last question. You just mentioned a shloka which is written on your profile, right? Can you tell me from which book it is and which chapter it is and what is the setting? Since you have copied it, if you
Sir,
have not copied it, can you tell
sir,
me the
it is
setting in which the shloka is said and what is the book? Which chapter? Tell me right now.
Sir, it is extracted from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, verse 3.
What is the setting? What is the
Like
setting?
no follow-ups on introduction questions. Abhishek, you can move ahead with your statement of purpose.
The General Secretary Student Welfare should be a person who empathizes with the people and feels about them. He should be a dedicated team player and an effective leader with exceptional communication and management skills. I have always looked up to my father as my inspiration. His hard work and dedication that he has reflected over the years as a Jharkhand Election Commission executive has always been a guiding light to me. The comprehensive learning that I've gained in the past 2 years as a student of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, has made me believe that I should and I must contest for the post of General Secretary Student Welfare, Technology Student Gymkhana, and take up the responsibility for the collective welfare of the whole student community. In my first year, I joined Student Welfare Group as an associate member. As a part of design team, I was involved in Student Welfare Group poster series, a public awareness campaign about the institute email IDs, services and perks, which benefited many students, a majority of whom were the first year who were unaware of them. Apart from that, I was also an integral member at career orientation session, which educated the students about the different domains such as software engineering, data analytics, and many more. This was valuable for the entire student community for exploring and choosing a career path. As a student member at Branding and Relations Cell, I'm involved in planning of Young Innovators Program 2022, a platform to promote the interests of science and technology among the students of class 8, 9, and 10 across the world. I was also involved in formation of UG Achievers Directory that showcases the outstanding achievement of undergraduate students of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. I was also in charge of handling branding and relation activities on 18th annual alumni meet. Pursuing my interest in renewable energy and recognizing it to be the need of the hour, I co-founded Team Shakti, a renewable energy-based society which works on the sustainable energy technologies. We are working under the guidance of professors of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. And we aspire to achieve a goal of carbon neutral campus. In pursuit to the goal, I am leading a team of research scholar, second year undergraduate, and first year undergraduate student, serving as a secretary, student welfare at Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Hall of Residence. In my tenure, I have organized mental health session webinars and recreational activities for the boarders that gave them a safe space for releasing stress and sharing their grievances. Serving for the secretary at Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Hall of Residence inspired me to take the initiative to work collectively for the welfare of whole technology student Gymkhana. I pledge to work relentlessly and honestly to do complete justice to the position and working for the betterment of student community and whole of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. I derive my motivation and inspiration for contesting for the post of General Secretary, Student Welfare, Technology Student Gymkhana is from the motto of my hall, which is Tasmat Uttishta Kaunteya Yuddhaya Krut Nishchaya, which means उठो और युद्ध का निश्चय करके उठो.
So Abhishek, I see you take immense pride in mentioning all the credit, all the work you have done while your stay of 2 years at IIT Kharagpur, right? So I believe that
Abhishek,
you are
I
a part of
noticed that you
SWG
have
in your
quit
first
student
year.
welfare group.
You were a part of the
Abhishek.
students welfare group in your first year, and right now you're not a part of the students welfare group. What made you leave it, or were you kicked out of the students welfare group during your first year? And how are you going to defend this? And how are you going to show this to the population of to the general body of IIT Kharagpur that you can lead and not leave them behind and move forward and do anything else?
So, in my first year, I joined student welfare group and I've learned a lot of things over there. But after my first year, I realized that I should work on mental health. That's why, sir, let me complete my answer.
I didn't spoke anything.
Sir.
Are you listening anything else from the candidates?
Sir,
Please answer. I'm waiting for the answer.
yes, sir, I'm speaking. Sir, at that moment of time, inspired that I should work for the mental health sessions, and I joined Secretary Student Welfare at Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya Hall of Residence.
Can
got
you
it.
specify the instances?
Sir,
Can
let
you
me
tell me
complete.
how you worked for the same? Can
Sir,
you
let-
tell me the initiatives you took during your tenure at Pandit Madan
Sir,
Mohan
let-
Malviya Hall of Residence?
Sir, let
Can
me
you note
complete
me
first
down?
my
It's
answer.
one question per panelist. One question per panelist.
Sir,
Abhishek,
Sir.
what was the exact involvement of
I want an answer. I want an answer. I'm waiting for the answer.
2022.
You said you asked
Sir,
me to
I'm
not
answering.
interrupt you while giving the answer. I'm asking another question. Give me the answer,
Yes.
then you can answer to the question of the
yes,
other panelists.
sir,
Right?
I didn't answer that question. I am on you. Listen, sir, the
What
inner
are you
feeling
trying to
of me,
imply? What are you trying to imply?
sir.
And to the best of my knowledge, you were kicked out from the students' welfare group during your first year. You did not
Abhishek,
leave it
please
yourself.
highlight why you quit student welfare group, and right now you are contesting for the executive head of the same position. This is a
Can you-
pure hungry
can you answer
mentality.
my question,
Is
please?
this,
I'm
is this
waiting
how
for
a
an
decent
answer.
student welfare
Let us
candidate
try
should
to
be?
answer
Are you
one
pure
by one.
hungry?
Please answer my
Answer this
question. I've been
question.
trying to ask this from the very first time.
Abhishek, are you pure hungry? Answer this question.
Sir, my inner feeling motivated me to work towards the field. And that's
I'm
why
still
I'm
waiting for an
contesting
answer,
for the
Abhishek.
post of General
I'm still
Secretary,
waiting for an
Student
answer for my
Welfare,
question. I'm
Technology
still
Student
waiting for my
Gymkhana.
answer, Abhishek.
As I'm
I'm
contesting
still
here,
waiting for my
and
answer,
delivering
Abhishek.
my statement of purpose,
Are you trying
which
to
is
ignore me,
self-defined,
Abhishek?
that I'm
Are you
eligible for
trying
the
to ignore
post.
my question? I'm
Abhishek,
still
how
waiting
is
for an
team?
answer.
Abhishek, can you highlight what did Bark exactly do in the alumni meet? Abhishek, can you please highlight what did Bark do in the alumni meet?
Sir, the branding and relations cell of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, was having a stall in the arena of 18th annual alumni meet, which showcases the development and various events that have done by the Indian Institute of Technology over the past years.
Abhishek, how is
Abhishek,
Team Shakti
Abhishek, the
different
stall
than-
wasn't in the annual alumni meet. It
Abhishek,
was
over
during
here.
Springfest. Please
How
get
is
your
Team
facts
Shakti-
corrected. It was during Springfest and not the alumni meet. stall
Abhishek,
that you
how is,
mentioned.
Abhishek, how is Team Shakti different from TES? TES right now is in Gymkhana, right? You co-founded Team Shakti. How are they different?
And is there a need for both of them?
Sir, the Technology Empowerment Society, the
I'm
Society
still
of
waiting for my answer,
Empowerment
Abhishek.
Justice,
Just in case you have forgot that, I asked you a question, okay?
Yes, hello. Panelists, please do not just interfere when one is asking. Okay. Nobody is listening. Nobody is able to hear.
Okay, Abhishek, so you can answer my question first, then you can move
Abhishek,
on to
like
the
you
other
can move
panelists.
ahead with your proposals. The time for statement of first is
Devki,
up.
Devki,
Time
let
is
him
up for
answer.
statement of
Let him
first.
answer at least one question, Devki.
Give
Let
your
him answer at
proposal
least one.
in front
He
of the
hasn't
audience.
even answered a single question.
Devaki, one
We are
question.
still waiting for answers. We are still waiting for answers. No, we're not moving to the proposals before we get our answers.
My proposals are.
Wait, Abhishek, you have to answer. You need to answer the question, Devki. He need to answer the question. I asked the very first question after his SOP. I want an answer to the question. I'm not ready
Devki,
to
by
hear
that
the
logic,
proposals
I have
right
the
now.
first
Go ahead
question.
with your proposal.
My first proposal is water dispenser around 2.2 and other public places. The idea behind this installation of water dispenser around 2.2 and other public places to facilitate the ease of walking around the campus for the students and visitors. Why it is needed? A peaceful walk down the 2.2 is something that almost every member of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur community does to enlighten their mood. One of the primary problem is the unavailability of the water dispenser around the area.
Sorry for interruption before your next proposal. Keep it brief since you have 10 minutes. Keep.
My second proposal is reform of wing representation into the welfare service. The idea behind this is to get representation from each wing of every hall of residence, making the wing representation system more accountable and efficient, and also providing training to them. For the postgraduate and research scholar, instead of wing representative, department-wise welfare representative will be appointed in representative hall of residence. My third proposal is student level academic feedback form twice a semester. A feedback form regarding the academics and the problem faced by the students will be circulated twice a semester. Once after the mid-semester examination and another after the end semester examination.
Why?
It is needed because there is no direct mechanism or platform to raise such concern during the current academic semester. My fourth proposal is establishing a regular platform for students to vent out their stress related to Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur on a hall level.
Abhishek, have you done any groundwork on your first proposal? What sections are needed to ensure the water pipeline and electricity connection?
Please respect your first proposal. I have a question.
Abhishek,
What are the
have you
budget
done
requirements
any
for the same?
groundwork?
And why is it not
Have you
mentioned in
done
the
any
doc that you have
groundwork on
submitted
your
to the
first
technology
proposal? What
students in
sections are
Ghana?
needed to ensure the water?
Like, I request the panelists to use the time wisely because everyone is here, like everyone's time is valuable. So one question at a time and one person at a time.
Abhishek, groundwork. Have you done any groundwork on your first proposal? What sections are needed to ensure the water pipeline and the electricity connection for this project?
So, their respective administration, that is water systems representation, as well as their electricity departments, that will address the problems which will be faced in implementation and installation of water dispenser around 2.2
I'm very
and
sure.
another public places.
I'm very sure the groundwork is not complete because you have not mentioned anything about the financial requirements of the same. Would you like to mention anything over here, or do you admit the fact in front of the entire KGB community that you have not thought about the financial requirements of this particular proposal?
Sir, the financial requirement will be addressed with the help of funds. Let me
Abhishek,
let me-
I'm asking another question and this time I want an answer, okay? Did you conducted any survey inside the
Abhishek,
KGB community?
have
to
you
see if
answered
this
the
is a viable
financial
option?
requirement question properly?
I don't think
Have
so.
you
but that's not
have you
true.
answered the financial requirement question properly?
He hasn't answered
At
the
least
previous
let him
question.
answer the
He
question.
hasn't answered any question, but I'm hoping to listen to an answer to the question which I'm trying to ask right now.
Sir,
How
let
is
me
your
address the
groundwork
question
completed?
first.
Was there a survey which was conducted
Sir.
by you and your team inside the
Sir, I
KGB
request
community?
you, sir, as I was addressing the previous question, let me complete the question first.
Sure. I'm waiting for the answer. That's not at all an issue, Abhishek.
So you're answering the financial requirements, right?
Sir, can you repeat?
So you are answering my question on financial requirements, right?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
The financial requirement will be met by, if you are unaware, let me enlighten you that there is a student welfare fund which can be used, as well as we are working under the Dean of Student Affairs, in which we can ask for the help regarding the same, as we have a very rich alumni connection.
Abhishek, do you know the use of the student welfare fund?
Abhishek, what is the problem in the
are you
current
trying
wing
to divert the
representing
fund to this-
system,
your
and how
proposal?
will
Are
you
you
plan
trying
to
to divert the
improve
student
it?
welfare fund
Problem in the
for the
current wing rep
competitive
system,
proposal which you are trying to give
how
right
do
here?
you plan to improve it?
Abhishek,
Abhishek, on your second proposal, problem in the wing rep system, how do you plan to improve it?
community? And
Sir,
in case you are
the
in...
current problem of wing representatives are not very channelized.
Abhishek, are you taking me for granted? Are you taking me for granted? I've been trying to ask the question since so long. You have not been answering for any of my questions. Am I a fool among the panelists? You are not answering to any of the question. What is this happening?
Sir, the question which I heard, I was addressing that question. Sir, the current problem in wing representation now are not very much channelized, as they have not proper guided, as well as they are not well trained about the same, how to deduce or look after a particular wing. We have planned a workshop for the wing representatives for looking after that. As well as that, we will channelize it very properly. After the 2 weeks of starting academic, we will ensure that there is a wing representative for every hall of residence.
Abhishek,
Abhishek, I have a question
before
for you.
my question,
Even
Abhishek, I have a
after
very
so
striking
many
observation
steps
to
that have
make.
been taken in the
Abhishek,
past,
I have
why
a
are
very
we
striking
still
observation
witnessing
to
cases
make.
of anxiety and suicides?
Abhishek, I have a very
Why are
striking
people not
observation to
open
make.
about?
Like one by one? Yeah, go ahead.
Even after so many steps have been taken in the past, why are we witnessing cases of anxiety and suicides? Why are people not open about counseling centers?
Yes, ma'am. The mental health of the student may be not because of only particular thing. As per 2019 UG Mental Health Survey, it is stated that the most stress and anxiety is due to the current academics. The second point is due to the future tension of a student. And the third point is loneliness.
Abhishek, I have a very...
Abhishek,
Apart from that,
Abhishek,
counseling centers.
why is there
Abhishek,
why is there a 3-week waiting
One
period?
question per
I'm not here
panelist.
to
One
pass my
question per
time.
panelist.
I was
Abhishek,
searching for-
why is there a
One
3-week
question per
waiting
panelist.
period?
One question per
Please
panelist.
ask him to stop.
Abhishek,
Please ask him to
isn't the
stop.
3-week
Stop.
wait
Abhishek, please ask him to
waiting
stop.
period before the
This is
TSG
very
General
unruly behavior.
Secretary
Ask him to
Student
stop.
Welfare resolves
Abhishek,
an issue
Abhishek,
marked red too
Abhishek,
long?
I am not here for time pass.
Abhishek,
First
answer
listen
my
here.
question.
You have
Abhishek,
given...
answer my
Thank you, Abhishek. Time is up. Thank you, Abhishek, for putting
I'm
forward
unable
your
to
point.
hear the answers.
This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable.